guys, welcome back to Oracle Goddess by Isha. You guys, today I want to talk about reprogramming our subconscious mind, okay? As a divine feminine, I believe that most of us have a past, okay? And our past shaped us to be who we are today, but that does not take away from the fact that it may have contributed to low vibrational ways of thinking and low vibrational traits that we may have picked up along the way, okay? So if you're a divine feminine and you're finding that along this journey you have a lot of limiting beliefs or you're operating from a place of lack, it's because you need to reprogram your subconscious mind, okay? So with the subconscious mind, it accounts for at least 90% of our thinking, okay? And it's that part of us that we are not necessarily in control of. It sort of just floats around. If you think of an ocean with a bunch of trash in it, that's kind of how your subconscious mind can operate sometimes. And with that being said, we have to become more conscious and we have to become more aware of our thought patterns first and foremost before we can turn them into conscious actions, okay? Excuse the sirens in the background if you guys hear that. I have my window open right now. But I was saying that we have to change our thought patterns, okay? Before we can alter our actions and be more intentional with our daily routines and, our habits, right? So one thing that I want to say is, although the subconscious mind seems like something that is uncontrollable and something that just sort of does what it wants to do, it's actually been created that way so that we can learn how to choose our thoughts, okay? And all these things, they sort of come up to the surface to be acknowledged, okay? They float around because they want to be noticed, okay? And that's why a lot of the times we have these repetitive thoughts. It could be as low as self-harm, or harming others, or it could be something as simple as anxiety, like what is going to happen next, what are we going to do tomorrow, how is this money coming, etc., right? All these things are going to happen in our subconscious mind, but if we just take the time to actually sit down and get some clarity and just really hone in on what our mind is trying to tell us, then we can actually turn those thoughts into inspired action. Okay, we can make proactive choices from these thoughts, okay, that we seem to have no control over, okay, these emotions that we seem to have no control over. But the first part of that is simply by looking inwards and acknowledging it, okay? For most people, that's actually the hard part, okay, especially if there's something there that has to do with trauma. We, a lot of the times, don't want to acknowledge our trauma because we have to relive that experience or those experiences. So, with that being said, I think the easiest way to go about this is to actually get a journal. You guys already know, I've stated this in previous videos or a previous video. I do have journals with prompts and things like that, right? Or you can simply just go get any kind of notebook or journal or writing pad, right? And you can sit down with it and you can sort of just meditate and just allow these things to come up to the surface and ask yourself, is it relevant or is it irrelevant to the current moment? Okay? And you start there, and by acknowledging whether a thought is relevant or irrelevant or serving you, you can now dispose of it because you have your why, or you can work with that energy because every sort of adversity or every instance where we have to acknowledge a part of ourselves is actually a door. Okay, I don't want you guys to look at it as something that's gonna hurt you, but it's an opportunity. Okay, even if it doesn't seem like it, it's actually an opportunity for growth. Okay, this whole channel is about adopting a growth mindset. Okay, and so in order to reprogram your subconscious mind, I want you guys to take these thoughts, write them down if they seem relevant, or if it's something that you need to heal from or something that you need to acknowledge. Okay, and then I want you guys to question that thought. Where did it come from? How does it make you feel? Is it serving your current reality, or is it a thing of the past? There's so many different questions to be asked. If you guys need more inspiration as far as questions go, on my website ebonycreates.com, I have free self-discovery and journaling prompts. Okay, I'll put the link in my description so it's easy access for you to get to. But ask yourself all these questions, okay, when it comes to things that may be blocking or hindering you in some kind of way. Okay, and that is going to be your first step towards reprogramming your subconscious mind. I'm going to be back a little bit later with the second part to this video. Okay, so but first and foremost, I want you guys to start there. If you guys resonate with this and enjoy this content, please like this video and follow me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.